All right, man, we back. Marshall Sports Talk in the building. Just got done watching Michigan take on the Fighting Illini of Illinois. Good to see Lovie Smith found a little niche somewhere in football after getting booted out the NFL. The thing with the whole situation in Tampa, Dirk Cutter, finessing him out of his job, and then he got fired. Now they got Bruce Arians down there, but Michigan get the dub, 42-25, and it wasn't as easy as it sounded early on. Michigan got the rolling, the block punt, and they got a touchdown off of that early on. Really changed the fortunes around for Michigan. Or it could have been a four-point game at one point in the third quarter because Michigan didn't score a point coming out the half. And coming out the half, they didn't get a point. Illinois, they scored 10 points, and had it been a 4-point ball game, no telling, this game probably wouldn't have ended up the way it did. But just talking about the game, I want to say one thing. The Robinson quarterback for Illinois, more experience, and I want to see Lovie Smith do good. I'm always about, seeing black coaches do well, so I'm pulling for them. They got a future with that receiver and their quarterback, Robinson. I like his mobility. I think I don't know if he's a sophomore or whatever, as he get older, I think he was a freshman, he going to be a problem. But, the problem with Michigan is, once again, the quarterback play. But the biggest problem is it's not Gaddis, it's the running back. That running back that got academically ineligible, I think it was Chris Evans, whoever it was, they got a guy that was a walk-on in True Wilson, and a freshman in Zach Charbonnet playing the running back position. It's not cutting it. And one thing I did observe, looking at the game, thinking, they called a quarterback sweep to pick up a critical 4th and 2 in the fourth quarter, is that I think they need to call more design Shea Patterson runs. If Shea Patterson going to be the quarterback, they need to call more Shea Patterson runs. If they need to call more just design quarterbacks runs, quarterback sweeps, quarterback powers, more RPOs, more moving the pocket, getting them on the edge, and using his legs. And I think he's better at throwing on the run. So I really do think they need to think about rushing Shea Patterson 10 to 12 plays a game on a design run to help open up the running game for Charbonnet and True Wilson. I believe they have 19 fumbles on the season. They had 16 coming into the half, and then I believe I think somebody else fumbled. Didn't Wilson fumble? So I think they got 18 fumbles this year already. So ball security hasn't been at a premium for Michigan, but just looking at the second half, third quarter couldn't get nothing rolling at all. And the thing is, the turnovers. The turnovers is getting Patterson out of rhythm. The lack of running game ain't assisting Patterson. So Gaddis got to make that adjustment. And I like some of the adjustments that he's making. But one of the adjustments he's going to have to make is, once again, he's going to have to call some more design Shea Patterson runs. That's just what it's going to have to be. But Patterson was 11 for 22, 194, 3 TDs through the air. Hassan Haskins, the running back, was 12 carries, 125 yards, 1 TD. Charbonnet was 18 carries, 116, 1 TD. And keep going on. Give me 1 second. True Wilson had 10 carries for 46 yards. Ronnie Bell had 3 catches, 98 yards. Peoples-Jones had 3 catches, 36 yards. That touchdown on the corner route. Tyreek Black had 2 catches, 21 yards. So, and another thing, Shea Patterson, before I get to defense, Shea Patterson's accuracy is just not improving. He got that Eubanks kid killed. You know what I'm saying? He threw that ball out. I don't know if he was on an under or drag or a shallow cross route, but, he got him messed up on that play. I think he threw it behind him, and then dude cut him from under him. He got hurt, so I hope Nick Eubanks is okay. He's a senior, and Patterson got to improve his accuracy. You know what I'm saying? He threw a nice corner route to Donovan Peoples-Jones to kind of break the game open after he picked up the fourth down with his legs. They got to spotlight his legs more. They got to get Patterson running the ball, tell him to tuck the ball, get him on the move, get him throwing on the move. But he missed. In the fourth or third quarter, he missed the guy on the 9 route. The guy was streaking down the field. He overthrew him. So Shea Patterson don't have good accuracy, and at the end of the day, they blocking a lot better than they did for him last year. So blocking really shouldn't be a problem. And they've been improving on the blocking, but I like to see more design screens. I like to see more getting the running backs on the edge. I like to see them kind of put in some more pro style things, some I formation things with the up back. And I said that in Mike D'Antonio video. I'm not a promoter of a full spread system, because you see the air raid offense with Cliff Kingsbury in the NFL. You see Mike Leach. You need to utilize the tight end. The tight end is a quarterback's best friend. And I like the fullback. I'm really not a fan of, single back formations, shotgun runs. I like it, but I wouldn't base my offense off of it. Michigan needs to utilize tight ends in the blocking game and the passing game. And Josh Gaddis need to find a way to utilize the up back, the fullback. And if he's able to utilize the fullback, I believe they have more success. But the thing that's hurt Michigan the most is not having that additional running back there. They need that running back, like whoever it was that was academically ineligible. They need him bad. And it's showing that without him, or without that additional running back, they don't have nothing to lean on. And that's Harbaugh's fault, because he should have prepared for that. But with that being said, they need to utilize Shea Patterson's legs. Defensively, they was monsters in the first half. They was tackling the running backs back in the backfield. But Lovie Smith, good coach. He made the adjustment. They start up-tempoing. They start running counters. And that's what you do to aggressive defenses that like to get up the field. You start doing the smoke and mirrors game. You start doing the screens. You start doing the counters. You start using the aggression against them. And by them speeding up the offense and getting some runs and not getting tackled in the backfield in the second half, they started to get their receivers one-on-one in that Don Brown man-to-man defense. They started to tire the Michigan defense. Then their offense started to get some rhythm. They started pushing Michigan back 2 or 3 yards. And what also hurt Michigan defense was the turnovers by the offense. The offense, special teams, and defense all go hand in hand. If you got a really, really weak part of your team, it's gonna show. Because if your punter can't seal somebody inside their 10, or he can't punt the ball and change field position, or you giving up touchdowns on special teams, or you turnovers on special teams, or turnovers on offense, it affects the defenses, it affects the offense, and defensive issues affects the offense and special teams as well. And at the end of the day, the turnovers, that's a momentum swing. The other offense get hyped up. Our defense got to go out there, don't get the rest. And really, the Michigan offense really hurt the defense in the second half, but they got it together. Like I said, Patterson got picked up the 4th down with his legs on the quarterback sweep. Big corner route touchdown to Donovan Peoples-Jones, which it should have been a touchdown before the 4th down. I think he might have had Peoples-Jones or Tyree Black going down on the 9 route. He missed them. And then they running game on 4th and short. They need to get in the I formation. Like I said, Josh Gaddis need to get him a fullback next year. Get him a fullback / tight end. He needs to get in heavy sets and run the ball on 4th and short. You don't get enough momentum from shotgun as you get 2 or 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage when the quarterback handing off to you. They got to find a way to implement some I formation, single back formation, 2 tight end formation, heavy sets in the offense on 4th and short. Or just get in goal line and line up and get the extra yards. But that shotgun on 4th and 1, on 4th and 2, he got to implement some Bill Walsh or just some pro style things. And that's one of the things that I don't like about Josh Gaddis, is that he hasn't implemented. He haven't made that adjustment with Shea Patterson with his legs, knowing that he's not that good with his arm this season. He hasn't made the adjustment to put heavy sets in with 2 tight ends and an I formation in short yardage situations. And pretty much that's it. And also, it's on Harbaugh. They didn't find an additional running back to cover the guy that was academically ineligible, and it's showing. And I think Josh Gaddis needs to add on to his playbook. You know what I'm saying? And in Alabama, they was running behind a fullback, even with Tua. They was running out the I formation. You know what I'm saying? They was running out of heavy sets. Don't just take that out the game, because when it's 4th and 1, the running back doesn't have enough momentum just off the shotgun carry. That's why the I formation is so significant. He lined up 3, 4, 5 yards off the line of scrimmage, maybe not 5. He get that head of steam with that lead blocker. Come on, man. I'm tired of seeing the shotgun play on 4th and 2nd. That was my issues with Josh Gaddis. He got to feature Shea Patterson legs more. He need more design Shea Patterson runs. He need to implement the I formation and fullback and heavy sets in the short yardage and just in his offense altogether. And pretty much he need to utilize screens, jailbreak screens, running back screens, tight end screens. He need to utilize those things some more, man. He got a lot of room for improvement in addition to his book. If you see in the 4th and 2 running play didn't work versus Army, you still doing it several weeks later versus Illinois, like, dude, you need to make that proper adjustment. And that's just, what it is. Defensively wise, I want to see Don Brown play some more zone. You know what I'm saying? That man-to-man defense, he got to show that he can be flexible. He can be versatile with his defensive calls. You just can't man-to-man on everybody. Sometimes you got to play zone. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Defensively, they played really, really well today. Illinois did make the adjustment, but also the Michigan turnovers helped Illinois to make those adjustments. With the speed up and play with confidence. Next week, we go to Penn State. That'll be a tough game. I believe Penn State play Iowa today, so that's a little measuring stick a little bit. You can't really use the triangle theory. But I'm looking forward to the Penn State game. And Harbaugh can save his job. You beat Penn State, beat Michigan State, beat Ohio State, then people looking at you different. But, he beat Penn State, Michigan State, and Ohio State beat 2 or 3 of those teams. I don't believe he's going nowhere. He think they turning the corner, but I just think Michigan is really, really missing the premium quarterback. That's what they're missing. They're missing the premium quarterback, and hopefully Josh Gallus can help Jim Harbaugh find that premium quarterback that they missing, man. But that's what they missing, quarterback play, because they got the skill positions. They blocking a lot better this year. They missing that senior or that veteran running back in the backfield. But defensively, Don Brown got to call more zone. More cover 3, cover 4, even some combination zone and man, combinations, man. I think that's the next evolution for him but he another old guy stuck in his ways, man. But Gaddis, he moving in the right direction, but he got to step out of his comfort zone and call more heavy sets, man, especially in short yardage situations. But they're really fighting an uphill battle with the turnovers and with Shea Patterson at quarterback. Shea Patterson just not that good. But they promised him to play. He playing. They promised him to start. And Harbaugh got to show that he can develop a quarterback, because Andrew Luck already came being that guy to Stanford. But, hey, it's more to see Sports Talk. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business questions, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Appreciate the love, support, man. Check them on the channel, Goodfellas Sports TV, for more sports, music, entertainment. Appreciate it. You want to make a donation? That link's in the description. Best way to donate, share the video. One time for the one time we gone.